What is up, creator? We're going to talk about Camtasia 2020. Let's get some! Don Conrad reached out to me just 8 hours ago and asked me, hey Scott, how do you make all those rotating effects and the zooming in and the zooming out? I get this question asked a whole bunch, and I think Don's talking about these effects. If you have a YouTube channel and you are creating tutorials and teaching people how to use software, you absolutely must have a screen recording editor. Now, there are two basic players in the industry. One is Screenflow, which works solely on a Macintosh, and the other one is Camtasia. I started out with a Macintosh and I had Screenflow. It was built from the bottom to the top with usability in mind, efficiency. It worked very well. It was very easy to use, but I got very tired of paying for the exorbitant costs needed to keep my computer up and running. My maintenance plan came to an end. The computer broke. I had to take it to the shop, and they charged me an ungodly amount of money to get the thing fixed. And that was a red flag for me. So when it came time to buy a new computer, I said to myself, you know what? Why not build my own PC? And that way, if it breaks in the future, I'll know how to fix it. Or if I want to upgrade it, I'll know how to do that. So I purchased the PC, and unfortunately I couldn't use Screenflow because it doesn't work for a PC, but Camtasia does. So I went out and bought version 2019. It wasn't perfect. It recorded my face in 720p. It was restricted to 720p, which is kind of a bummer. It got the job done, but it wasn't perfect. But now, they just came out with version 2020, and there are work efficiencies. You can record your face now in 1080p at 30 frames a second with a C922, which is absolutely fantastic. You can detach the timeline. So you can have the playhead screen on one monitor and have your timeline on another. That is absolutely huge. They have, in regards to the work efficiencies, they offer something called magnetic tracks, which means that it does a ripple effect, a ripple delete automatically. It's a huge time saver when you review your tracks and remove the its and the ands and the ums from your video. It makes it so much faster because it's automatically just deleting what you decide to remove. It's really cool. Magnetic tracks. They have something called placeholders, templates, presets, and something called favorites, which, oh my God, this is such a time saver. I cannot even tell you. They have all these parameters all over the place, okay? Shadow effects, color, text, font, transitions, you name it. They're spread out all over the place, and it's very time consuming to find these individual effects and apply them to your timeline. Now you can designate all those parameters as a favorite and go to that centralized location and apply the effects. Absolute time saver. It is a great new feature that they offer for the software, and this alone, in my opinion, is worth the cost. Now, how much did the software cost? It cost $138 before tax. All said and done, I believe it's just under $150 at $148 is what they charged me. I live in PA. They charged me the tax, which was kind of a bummer, of course. And it is, yes, that's a lot of money. But if you look at the cost for Screenflow for Mac, it's on parity with that price at about $130, $140. So if you're going to be in this niche, you're going to have to spend the money to get the software one way or another. And if you have a PC, this new version of Camtasia 2020 is well worth the money. Oh yeah, and there's one more feature from Camtasia 2020 that is absolutely wicked cool. It's called track mats, and what it means is that the top track is an alpha channel that can show the lower track. So you can designate what gets seen through the top layer or the top track. If you want to see a wicked cool demonstration of this feature, you have got to go to the Gord Isman channel. I'll put a link in the end screen. Check that out. Stay strong. Keep fighting. I'll catch you on the flip side.